Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. My friends, how do you win at this game? Well, you do a lot of damage. That's a good plan. You do more damage than the enemy team. You kill more of their tanks. You cap. All right, those are the general ideas of it. But how do you do that? Oh, sorry. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I got triggered. All right, fine. Jeez. But how do you do those things? What? Can you always do those things? Hey, I spotted a T10. Where is that guy? What? Oh, right there. Well, sometimes, my friends, and this is where you find the difference between the 55 and 60% or so, or let's even call it the 50 and 55%, where most people are sort of trying to get to. Sometimes all you can do is try to find a way to be useful, right? To not be dead in garage, to not be camping in the back, to not be useless. And as you can see, I'm pretty close to that right now. I lost a bunch of hit points to guys pushing in, and now I'm just trying to figure out a way to be useful. Alright, there you go. Little shot into that guy. I repositioned. I can't sit up there where I was. Let me just try to support these fellas down here a little bit as best I can. And I'm going to spend the rest of this game trying to husband 370 hit points, essentially a one-shot to nearly everything on this map, just about. If not a one-shot, very close. And somehow help this team win. Right? Bottom tier, it's only 2 tier. We've already lost a couple tanks. I'm looking at this going, how I need to keep doing what I can do to help this game or help this team win. Now, the 703-2 does not want to do that. He wants to move on to the next game. So he's back in garage doing his thing. All right, Artie puts one of them down. That's okay. We'll take the E75 dying. I need to be very careful on any of these pokes. If I make any pokes or make any moves, I need to make sure that it is a trade where I don't take anything back, or I minimize the amount of exposure to the max extent possible. I think that T10 remembered that I poked around that corner, so he kind of looked at that and said no. So that little over-aggressive push by them lost them a tank in the E75. Now our Concept 1B has decided to YOLO in as well. But this could be an opportunity. We are down 4 tanks, unfortunately, and then he eats a big shot. And he takes a shot from a TD over there, which, unsurprising, there's somebody there. I don't know why he did what he did, but rubber bullets, backs out. I'll try to get out of his way. I also don't want to take a shot from the artillery that may be aiming in on him. I'm looking now. All right, where would that TD be? Can I maybe get a blind shot? No, I'm probably a little lower right there. You can probably see my turret if I get lit. Probably has a pixel there, but I can't really get a good shot on him. And none of this is really a good idea. I was sort of hoping maybe they would push in. Again, I'm watching the Concept 1B. How do I become useful here? Good news is the South hasn't quite lost yet, but things are not going well overall. Concept 1B, I thought he might push in, but he doesn't. And what I want to do is support, but holy cow. Okay, the Leopard PTA has repositioned over there from where he was. And because they are poking around that corner so much, he's done a really nice, a really wise thing and gone around over there. T95 takes out the BZ, and we slap the WT, and all of a sudden we're in fairly good shape compared to where we were. Now I'm going to try to maybe support the Concept, or can I get a shot on the WT? And I think about that, and I take the more wise decision to get out of there. I would like to get up on this little hill. I'm kind of paying attention to where their tanks are. Down goes their 166. That's nice. And I noticed the Skoda and the T-32 have kind of a good vision on that. So based on where the Skoda is, see where he's pointing his turret? He's pointing right at this position right here. So that lets me know there's nobody sitting there waiting for someone to make a move like I am. T-32's got this guy, and he's a little bit too far off to the right. So unless there's somebody there right on the hold down spot, or who can see me from the back, and I'm kind of making this decision right now, I think I can get up this hill without being seen. So I'm going to make a dash, all right? I make a dash. Educated guess that nobody was there. Good. We actually have a lead going on. Now we've got to start figuring out how to break down their campers, because from here they're going to kind of camp hard. They got a WZ, a couple, 3 Scorpions, actually, 3 of them, an artillery. We know where the Peregrine is, and we know where the T-55 is. And the Leopard is camping in the back. Unfortunately, we lose our T-32, and now things are even again, if not a little advantage to the other side. And pretty quickly here, our T-95 is going to move up. But right now, again, I'm trying to figure out what can I do to help win. I'm watching the two heavies. Well, maybe they'll light somebody up. So I'm going to hang out here. I'm going to take a bit of a chance poking. Ooh, I don't want to get lit by the Peregrine, so I'm going to back out. So he's taking on the Skirta. The Skirta gets him. Good. Now he's not going to pop up too high and light me. I went around the corner a couple times, so whatever's back there camping shouldn't see me. If I come in here, maybe they'll light somebody up and I can get a shot on them. I'm just watching what might... Oh, look at that. There he is. And I get a lucky shot. We put a shot on him. I am going to back out of that immediately. I did shoot. That reduces my camo. I'm not going to sit there and let somebody else camping back there get a shot on me. We do have a problem. A good portion, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of their tanks are camping up near their cap, or at least were in the last little while. This is going to change what we're doing. I see this 55 making a runner. Take a shot on him. Okay, RNG helped me out. We'll back out. That did light me. I figured it would. That's a medium, and he was pretty close. So we'll just courtesy back up on this guy. This was a little early. I wish I hadn't backed out that much or that fast. I also just shot a gold round into the buildings over there. Here comes the T-95, Dead Sky, moving up. Okay, what can I do here to be useful? Well, I would love to get up here. Problem is I can't cross this space without that WT seeing me, right? He's right over here or so at about, what, B3? So I can't really cross that space. He's going to do so. That's fine. Maybe he'll give me an opportunity to take shots. Plus, I don't know what's back on here. And, of course, they've got the guys camping up here by the cap. We have an Udez, a Scorpion, and a BZ-68. The BZ looks to be trapped behind that rock right there. More than likely, he can't move out of that without being spotted. I'm hoping that maybe the T-95 will get me a light here. There we go. There's that fella. Oh, just poke out, my friend. Nope, he's kind of hanging out behind there. I thought maybe he was going to make a runner across there a couple times, but he backs out a little more. Notice the Leopard now is moving our vision in the north up a bit. Watching that, hoping he pokes out, but he doesn't. I think he eats it right here. He takes some pretty big hits. We do have artillery, so that's going to give us some options. There we go. Takes a hit from artillery, a hit from the Leopard, but doesn't die, unfortunately. There he goes. Now our Scorpion G takes him down. And that's going to open this up a little bit for me to move forward. And I was thinking about maybe looking for the WT right here. I take a little quick peek. I don't see him. And decide against any more of that kind of nonsense. So we're going to back out of this. Again, I'm only at 1,106 damage. Bounced one shot. The whole battle just trying to figure out how to be effective. Good news is I'm still alive. I have been in position to take shots when I had them. I'm going to knock down these blocks right here. Kind of looking there and trying to figure that out. All right, that's not working, and pretty quickly I'm going to come off this hill. All right, so I've exhausted all the possibilities more than likely on this hill. I'm going to come back around. I have decent vision. Not quite max, but decent for a medium here. I'm going to come around this way. This looks to be open because the T-95 is up on their little hill right there. The Leopard has the north locked down. We have several guys in the south end. It looks like to be where they're concentrated. Patton dies, so now I'm going to move up onto this hill and see if I can't start lighting guys up. My worry is that Leopard has good view range. Depending on where he is, it's a high possibility that he sees me. So we're going to be a little bit ginger about what we're doing here. We'll kind of take a look in this bush. Nothing going on. I'd like to move up. Oh, there we go. We got a guy lit. Somebody takes a stab at him. We're going to go ahead and get into this little nook here. Okay, took a bit of a chance there, but we got there. Fantastic. Take a little peek, and again, just trying to figure out how to be useful right here. I'd like to get into this next bush. Might get me some spotting. Problem is that whole right side is open, so if one of them is up in their bushes up there, I'll take a shot at that thing. Just want to knock those down and get them out of my way. Dog is barking at the mailman. There's the Leopard PTA. The BZ goes in, gets a nice light, puts a shot on him. There's their Scorpion. I'm going to come up here and see if we can get a shot on that guy. There we go. That did get me lit. There you have it. And I'm going to back in here. And the Artie's going to take a stab at me. And that's what I'm worried about right here. I'm pretty vulnerable depending on where he is. You'll see the shot come out in just a second. It lands short, thank goodness. At least I think so. There it is. All right, good. Landed short. Fantastic. T-95 still hanging out. You notice the Leopard has now swung around. Really, that's good because there wasn't much else he was going to do up there. I get stuck on the soap rocks, so this was a big problem. I did not get over and around this as fast as I wanted to. T-95 still sitting up there. He's got Overwatch. We got the Udez down low, and this is just trying to figure it out, guys. I mean, we've got 4 minutes left. The Udez sort of goes in there. He's got enough hit points to take a hit, but I think he actually eats a shot and doesn't get a return shot here pretty quickly. And that's a bummer because I was hoping the Leopard would get killed. Yeah, he eats an artillery shot, unfortunately. So I'm just not feeling like I can push in here. I'm like, oh man, can I get a shot on him? No, he backs out. There's the other Scorpion. All right, so none of them have line of sight to me. Now he does. Take a shot, but it's not enough, and I have to bail out. I did get lit, which is nice, so I'm going to use that opportunity to kind of swing around this way. There's a rock outcropping right in front of me. I can use that to approach and get a little closer. Problem is there are no bushes here to take peeks from. So anytime I peek around the corner, I'm probably going to get lit. I see the Leopard, so we'll come around and see if we can just get a pixel of him. But he's well behind that rock right there. Now the bummer here, guys, is the WT is over here somewhere. And there are firing lanes up onto this hill from that back area. If I get spotted, I'm fully expecting to get nuked by the WT from this back corner. He could have fallen back up to their hill. Same idea. My back is stuck right here. So it's an okay spot for maybe getting a shot or two and take out some of these near deads. But I am going to be exposed to the WT depending on where that guy goes. I'm really hoping artillery could take this dude out. You'll notice that he hasn't bothered to move to get a better angle as they naturally very rarely ever do. Oh, there's the other Scorpion, takes a hit. That's good. Not a one shot to me at 450, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I can work my way down here and get some shots. Their artillery thumps the poor Leopard again. And here comes the T-95. Now this is kind of what we needed to have happen a while ago. The T-95's got the armor and the hit points to sort of trundle up in here and start taking these dudes out. The Leopard does a nice job. He's got good vision and a good accurate gun. He nukes that Scorpion, and now the trap has been sprung. Down goes their Leopard PTA. Fantastic. Their artillery did not kill ours. I'm watching the T-95, and really I'm kind of curious, where is this WT going to show up? T-95 sort of slowly moves in on them here, and he's going to push up the cap. A little bit surprised he didn't go around, but we are getting to 2 minutes. All right, so still alive within 2 minutes. This thing is winnable. We just have to be careful we don't walk into them. I'm letting the T-95 get up there for a few potatoes, and then I'm going to make a dash. I noticed the Udez move, and I'm watching him. If he blows up, I know the Scorpion's somewhere nearby, but he doesn't. So I think the Scorpion is run off. So here we go. I take that opportunity to move forward. Just trying to be useful, guys. Sometimes that's the best you can do in this game. And we're going to put cap pressure. I'm just going to jump on. I'm going to do it without knocking stuff over. They do have an artillery. They do have a WT who will have shots across from that way, although I'll use these buildings to kind of block most of them. I don't want to knock anything down. There's their Scorpion. Found him. And me and the T-95 then putting pressure on this. I'm actually going to back into this bush in a few moments. It seems like kind of an obvious spot right there for the Arty to shoot, but he's so close in, I don't know what kind of shots he would be able to get. As long as I don't back in there and knock stuff down while he's looking top down, I should be fine. So I kind of sneak into that a little bit, and we'll hang out right there. Right there. Now I do make a little bit of a mistake here because their Scorpion, I believe, shows up. Our Leopard pushes in. There he is. Now, I don't know where he is in terms of, I guess there was something there that blocked the shot. I move forward. He shoots long, so I don't even get stunned. That worked out nicely for me, and we end up with the win right there. We kill the Scorpion G. We're not going to bother with the WT or the artillery. We'll just take the win on the cap. Just basically 15 minutes, man. Lose a bunch of hit points early. Just trying to figure out how to be helpful to the team to win. And really, at the end of the day, these are the kind of games right here that are the differentiator between 50 and 55 plus kind of win rates. Trying to stay in the game, even when you're not particularly doing a great job out there dominating with 5,000 damage and 10 kills and all that. What are you doing during the game? Paying attention to what's happening in the match, where the tanks are, moving your tank around to appropriate positions, and just trying to be useful, even if you're not the main event. That really is one of the nut cutters. Like, this is a game that could have easily gone either way. It was quite close the whole way. We started to gain map control. Things were going better for us towards the end, but really a couple mistakes in there from some one-shots. And I will say that a good number of people on this team, I'm not saying that this game was won by me by any means. What I'm saying is all these guys went to places and did things to try to be useful in this match and came away with a win. And that's one of the tricks, really, at the end of the day in this game. If you're going to get past that 50%, get into that 55 plus, games like this are the ones you got to try to sneak into the W column for your team. And that's why the difference is in 100 battles, the difference between 50 and 55% is 5 battles. So maybe out of 100 battles, you have this opportunity to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you.